confidently replies yes, and says she feels like he is the strongest warrior here, so she tells him not to disappoint her and asks him to start the fight. The guy carefully observes Najuna and thinks to himself that she looks like a very skilled fighter. Even her appearance suggests that the master she serves must be extremely powerful, but he also thinks that it doesn't really matter because no one in front of him can win, and there are very few who could actually defeat him. He then tells her to begin. Najuna also gets fully ready to fight and says they should start. As soon as she says that, she swings her sword from a distance. Just from the pressure created by the swing, the air itself slices into the man's chest, leaving a deep cut and causing him to bleed heavily. The tower wall behind him completely shatters. Najuna asks, "What happened?" And the guy collapses on the spot. Seeing this, Najuna gets confused and says that she barely did anything and that he shouldn't be losing this easily. She tries to lift him up, but the guy is already rolling lifelessly on the ground. Suddenly, a voice comes from above, shouting at Najuna, asking what she has done and why she destroyed everything. The voice complains about how much effort and mana it takes to rebuild that wall, and asks if she even understands how much mana was wasted. Najuna gets scared and immediately apologizes, saying she didn't do it on purpose. She says she only attacked him, and he should have dodged it. She never expected him to be this weak. At this point, she is basically mocking him. She apologizes to Ellie and promises to be more careful next time. While people are talking, Najuna notices something shocking. The man starts healing himself. After fully healing, he stands back up. Najuna smiles and says she's glad to see that he's still alive, because now they can finally have a proper fight. She tells him to get up quickly so they can start again. Ellie warns Najuna that if she causes any more destruction this time, she will report her. Najuna reassures her, saying not to worry, that she will fight carefully, control her power, and avoid causing any damage, and we see the elf creating a sword using magic. He explains that this is not a normal sword. If Najuna attacks him, the sword will absorb her power and turn it against her. He then silently activates a spell, creating a room just like before. Inside this space, nothing else can be sensed. He prepares himself to attack Najuna. At the same time, we see Najuna put her sword away. She decides to fight without a sword this time to avoid causing too much damage. As the man slowly approaches her, Najuna starts sweating. He confidently thinks that every time he uses this attack, his opponent gets terrified and loses control, and he believes himself to be extremely strong. But in the blink of an eye, Najuna suddenly appears right in front of him and punches him hard in the face. He goes flying straight into the tower wall again, creating even more cracks. Once again, a furious voice yells at Najuna, asking why she keeps destroying the wall and calling her an idiot for not understanding. Najuna quickly says she didn't do it on purpose and asks them to look carefully, claiming she didn't actually break the wall this time. Ellie replies that damage isn't only about breaking it completely, and that the cracks still count, meaning she will have to repair it again. Najuna immediately starts apologizing to Ellie. Ellie tells her to forget about it and instead pick up the idiot lying behind her and bring him over. Ellie apologizes to him for everything that just happened. Light calmly says it's fine, explaining that Najuna is just like that and this kind of thing is normal. Then Light says that the time he has been waiting for has finally arrived. He tells both girls to get ready because the moment they were waiting for is finally here. Meanwhile, on the other side of the gate, we see Sasa and her fiancé. He tells her that this place must be where the tower boss is located and assures her not to be afraid because he is there to protect her. Sasa praises him, saying he is really kind. Suddenly, the gate opens by itself. Everyone is confused about how the door opened on its own, but they decide to go inside anyway. As they enter, the door then closes behind them, and Sasa says she feels like she has seen this boy somewhere before. She suddenly remembers seeing him before, wearing a mask with his face completely burned. Light greets her, saying it has been a long time since they last met. Her fiancé asks if she knows him, and Sasa denies it, saying she only met him briefly in town a few days ago. She then asks how he even knows her name. Light responds playfully, asking how she could forget him so easily when she used to love cuddling him so much. After saying this, Light finally removes his mask. Seeing his face, Sasa is completely shocked. She says it's impossible and asks how Light could still be alive. Light reminds her that 3 years have already passed and asks if she remembers him. Sasa is trembling and keeps saying this can't be real. She insists that she killed him with her own hands and that his face was burned until just a few days ago, so she doesn't understand how he looks normal now. Light explains that the burned face was just an illusion he used to distract her. He also reveals that he stopped himself from aging, just so he would never forget the pain she caused him into the past. Hearing this, Sasa is terrified and completely confused, unable to understand what is happening. Her fiancé asks again if she really knows this boy. Sasa tries to explain, but Light cuts in and reveals the truth. He explains that when she tried to kill him years ago, he fell into a teleportation trap and was sent somewhere else. After that, these girls took care of him, and he tells the entire story. At that moment, her fiancé realizes that Light is the mysterious person whom the elves and others were sent to kill. He starts laughing loudly and praises Sasa, calling her amazing for creating such a perfect opportunity for him to kill Light and earn a huge reward. Sasa panics and says this can't happen. She worries that if people find out she didn't actually kill Light, she will be in serious trouble. Her fiancé tells her not to worry and says that Light will die here and no one will ever find out the truth. He explains that they will tell everyone they defeated the tower boss and cleared the dungeon, not that they killed Light. Sasa agrees, saying the plan sounds perfect. The two of them get ready to fight Light. Sasa, however, starts talking too much and laughing nervously. Finally, Light tells her that it's enough. He stands up and tells both girls not to interfere, no matter what happens. Light steps forward in front of them and says, "Sasa, get ready now, because my revenge starts here." Sasa bursts out laughing and replies, "Revenge? You? Don't make me laugh. A filthy human like you is not capable of taking revenge on me. And anyway, I came prepared this time. Dale." With that, she pulls out a strange tool and calls it Okinia. No one really knows what it is, but as soon as she starts playing it, something terrifying happens. Huge creatures begin appearing all around them. We're told that this is a special weapon that only nobles can use, a weapon that holds both angelic and divine power. Sasa looks at Light and says, "Now watch carefully how I crush you. You're nothing but an ant to us." She then orders those creatures to kill Light. They launch powerful attacks at him from all sides. At first, Light does fight back, but his attacks don't seem to work properly. He's clearly struggling, and seeing this, Sasa and the others start laughing, thinking it's over and that Light is about to die. But then something unexpected happens. Light suddenly starts laughing, loudly. His laughter echoes through the place, and just hearing it makes everyone uneasy. Fear spreads across their faces as they wonder what is really happening. Then Light says, "That's enough." At that moment, he unlocks a strange and dangerous skill. Ellie and the other girl immediately try to stop him, begging him not to use it, warning him that he knows how dangerous this power is. But Light doesn't listen. He activates the spell anyway. The moment it's unlocked, Light becomes overwhelmingly strong. His staff transforms into a bizarre shape, and with just a single use of this power, he starts wiping out all the angel-type creatures one after another. Seeing this, everyone completely panics. Light then notices that his own hand is burning because of the power. Still, he says, "I don't care if my hand burns, or even if I have to cut it off. As long as I can take my revenge on Sasa, nothing else matters." Now, none of Sasa's attacks work on Light anymore. Not a single one. Fear takes over completely. Her fiancé starts panicking and shouts, "Sasa, do something fast. If this continues, he's going to kill us. The weapon he's holding is not normal. It's extremely dangerous." Sasa tries everything she can, but one by one, all her attacks fail again and again. Meanwhile, Light slowly keeps walking toward her. Step by step. He looks at Sasa and says, "Hurry up, if you can't stop me. And if I reach you, then you already know what I'm going to do to you."